All right, my real estate people, today in this video, we're going to be talking about what are we going to be talking about? I mean, it has something to do with Facebook ads, like the copy that you write, like the words. How am I going to phrase this? Stop using all caps, maybe throw in some emojis, maybe don't ask so many questions. I don't know. So, in today's video, we are going to be breaking down the good and the bad Facebook ads. But when I say ads, I don't necessarily mean that you're paying for them. I mean more so like your listings, or if you want to advertise the fact that you're gonna do a free market analysis, give somebody the value of their home, blah blah blah. Just some things to look out for. Maybe if you're doing. To maybe stop, and then maybe in this video you'll learn a thing or two about maybe what you want to start doing in your listings, as well as just ways to make your posts look a little better. So I'm going to throw the first one up on the screen right now, and I want you to guess which one is the good one and which one is the bad one. So we have the one on the left from Sage Real Estate. I have no idea who they are. It looks like they're just talking about a little corner, sweet, beautiful Liberty Village. I don't know. There's too many words. On the right, it looks like I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that name, but they're in Montreal. We don't know these people. And then you can see how they have laid theirs out. So if you had to guess which one is the correct one, I'm sure you already know by now. It is the one on the right. Now, I didn't sit here and count how many words were in each post, but based on looking at them, they look fairly similar. Maybe the one on the right has a little bit few less words. But the reason why the one on the right is technically, I don't want to use the word correct, because there is no right or wrong way to do this, but there is a better way. And the one on the right, as well as all the things that I'm going to be showing you in this video, they're technically the better way. So as you can see on the post on the right, they're bullet points for the most part, right? People nowadays, I mean, we have the attention span of goldfish. We don't want to try and sit there and read through 4 or 5 sentences. It's not visually appealing. So therefore, what he did on the right was he just basically bullet pointed all of the important things in what seems like a listing that he's promoting. So consider doing that if you're not already. Next up, we have another one. Granted, these are actual ads that these guys paid for on Facebook. So if you are doing that, that works too. But even if you're not, it's the same concept of what I'm going to be telling you. So the one on, now granted, these look very similar, right? The one on the left, the up top, a couple sentences, and then the headline is "Need to move to a single-story home?" ? One on the right, same thing. Granted, they added a few emojis up top, and then their headline is "Off-market bungalow for sale under 250K." If you had to guess which one is the better one, well, hopefully you chose the right one. Okay, the reason why I don't love the left one is because the headline was asking a question, and it was a question that many people probably simply answered no to immediately and scrolled on. Because guess what? If I'm not in the market for a single-story home, I am going to keep scrolling. The one on the right mentions no questions. It doesn't ask you any yes or no answers. All it says is off-market bungalow for sale under 250,000. So if I'm just in the market for a home, I don't really care what it is, or if it's a single-story home, whatever. My curiosity as a human probably leans more towards me clicking on the one on the right. Again, there is no right or wrong here, just a little bit better. Now this one is a carousel listing, which carousel listings are great because they're quick and easy for people to just swipe through and see the photos. But here is what I don't love. I don't love the fact that we continue as a real estate society to write everything in all caps. Stop screaming at me, okay? I'm well aware of the whole idea of like, yeah, writing this in all caps because it's all super important. I get that. However, when you write in all caps, especially when you write like your listings, like your actual descriptions or anything else, then it's more than like a sentence, you lose the hierarchy. Here is exactly what I mean by that. You have the first sentence, which is great. We are sprinkling in some emojis. You get the gist of it. Huge half-acre lot, RV parking, 4 beds, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes on to list the features, which are in all caps. Those literally just look like letters on a screen. Okay, I'm not going to sit there and try and decipher. Clearly, yes, I can read, but when you get all caps with this much, it literally just looks like a wall of letters, and I'm not going to sit there and try and read it. And us as real estate agents need to realize that. Sorry, I'm getting so amped up. It's because this drives me nuts. And I know that I'm not the only person. So, how could this post have been improved? Well, the first line is fine. That's great. Make the offer, huge half-acre lot. And then right underneath it is the link to the listing. Now, the one thing that I might do is put the link at the bottom because here it kind of gets lost. Especially because they wrote in all caps, my eyes don't really know where to go. My eyes don't know what to read first. Where's the important information? Because everything's in all caps. So what I would do, keep the first line exactly what it is, move the link to the bottom. And then as far as like, obviously you want to advertise the features, 1, don't do them in all caps. And 2, try and list them out like I showed you a couple photos earlier where he used the green check marks and just bullet pointed them out. Those are way easier to read than trying to mull through this garbage that is all caps. Please don't write in all caps. As you can see in this listing, the house is nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special about this house. And yet you can see at the bottom, it's reached 14,500 people. Nothing special, right? But look at what but look at how it's laid out on top. Adorable use of emojis. Not a whole lot. The only thing in all caps is the words open house. That's it. Because that's the most important thing on this post. It's clearly advertising that it's an open house. Therefore, open house is the most important thing. Therefore, open house is the only thing in caps. It uses a little link. It's just very nice. It looks well thought out. I didn't know I was going to be this passionate in this video, but apparently I have a lot of pent up anger against all caps. As you can see in this one here as well, all caps up on top. Again, I'll let it slide because it's not the whole thing. When it becomes the whole thing and it becomes hard to read, then I have an issue with it, but this is tasteful. They do use a few emojis here and there. The link is at the bottom. They also ended the post with the whole search now, and that's an action phrase or a call to action, if you will. So it's sort of giving the audience or the reader an action on what to do now. And they give them the little emojis, the arrows pointing down, and be like, hey, search now, click on one of these homes. All right, that is this week's video. I was very passionate, way more than expected. I don't know how much of this I'm going to have to cut out, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys will never use all caps again, and I will see you guys next video.